Hey everyone, George from Elite Motor Cars. Today we have in front of us this beautiful 2005 Mercedes-Benz E320 4Matic all-wheel drive wagon. Check this one out. Finished in a very nice silver gray metallic with black leather interior. Now you don't see tons of these in the wagon version. They're somewhat rare. They're not super rare, but they are somewhat rare. Now when it comes to this body style, I really like this body style. I think this body style ran from 2003 to 2009. I am a big fan of this body style. I actually prefer it over the newer ones, and I just fell in love with this one. I had to have it, and it's just a cool car. It is really cool. It's probably one of the last wagons actually built by a luxury maker at this point. I don't know if they're still making the wagons anymore, but they were probably one of the last at the time, because all the American car companies got out of the wagons. I just think this one's cool. I will always be a coupe convertible guy, but I definitely think this one's a very cool car. This car looks to have all original paint on it. The paint's very nice on the car, it gleams. Best part about this vintage Mercedes, the nice traditional stand-up hood ornament. It's got the nice traditional grille. Very, very pretty nose on these cars. Really good looking automobile. Now the headlights here, they're not perfect. These are actually really good condition. These, I think somebody cleared them at one time in the past, so you can see those marks right there. Somebody wants to spend a little more time on them. They probably need a good wet sander to be perfect. So you can see this one's got it as well. But they're bright, they work well, they do the job. And I think that's the most important thing, especially on this type of car. And as always, guys, before we forget, please take a second to like and subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. I'm very close to 2,100 subscribers, so I'd appreciate that. Also check me out on Instagram and Facebook, Elite Motor Cars, Peabody, Massachusetts. Now the alloy wheels, they're average condition, I would say. It's the best way to put it. They show normal wear. They get some corrosion, they get some scuffs, they get some marks. But it does have nice general tires all around. I would say the tires have a good 60% tread left on them. As you can see, the wheels are far from perfect, but it does have nice tires all around. And I think the budget that this particular car's in, this car's a driver. Somebody's going to use this car, they're going to drive it, and they're going to enjoy it. This is not a collector type of car, but this is a nice driver. And my famous word is I love affordable, and this one's going to be affordable as well. See, that one has some marks as well. A really good looking car. It's got the factory moonroof, the roof racks up there as well. It's just a good looking automobile. It really is. Now one thing that drives me crazy on this particular car, I'm going to show you guys, and believe it or not, the air suspension's working in the back, but for some reason it sits a tad low. The car rides the way it's supposed to, does everything the way it's supposed to, but for some reason she sits a little bit low in the back. No idea why. I will leave that to the next person, but just wanted to point that out before I forget to mention it. So I like to be honest with everybody. So that's that, but I hear the air compressor come on, everything seems to be working. So no idea there. Well, let's jump in this beautiful car, take it for one of my famous industrial park test drives here on this beautiful New England day. It's actually gorgeous out. It's low 80s, sunny. It's supposed to rain later, but still a beautiful day in New England. Wipe our feet. So this one does have two sets of keys here, and I think that's a valet or something. It does have the owner's manual there as well. It does have the original floor mats, but I left those back in my business. I want to show you guys that this car actually has a third seat, which you don't see tons of these having the third seat. So this particular car does have the third seat. Now, you guys know me. I buy miles, I buy low miles, I buy high miles, I buy a little bit of everything. So this one does have a bunch of miles. I probably put 200 or so on it myself. It's got 171,778. Car has no service lights at all. Everything works. Air conditioner is ice cold. It's got the heated seats for those cool days. It's got an awesome sound system. I think that's a premium sound system. It's got the power seats on both sides with memory on both sides. That is the dual zone climate control. It's got the info center on the wheel as well. It's got the automatic headlights. It's got the basic stuff, the power mirrors. What else? Power locks, all that good stuff. Everything works, including the moonroof, which is beautiful on the car. And it does have, before I forget to mention, it's got power tilt wheel as well, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing you'll hear and you'll notice as we drive it, and I'm going to leave it to the next owner. I'm going to price this car really right. I sound a little bit like a used car dealer there, which I don't like to sound like, but this one will be priced right. You can hear a little bit of a whine there. Had a local mechanic take a look at it for me. I was told it's the power steering pump that's whining. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to price this car really right so somebody gets a great deal on it. Is it something they need to fix right away? Probably not. You probably could drive it for another year or two with it. It's annoying. That's the majority of it all. The steering's perfect. Power steering works perfect. It whines. It's annoying as hell. But that's it. Other than that, it's a really nice driving automobile. It's actually not bad on gas either. I mean, I think I put, maybe 20 bucks and then I've driven it. It still has gas left in it. This one does have the 3.2 liter 6-cylinder in it, which is a pretty common engine for the Benzes. I think it's just kind of like the BMW 6-cylinder, and these motors are awesome. This is just really a good running automobile. It's quick, it moves along, it does what it's supposed to do. It shifts like it's supposed to do. The brakes are good. This car is a really good Carfax show maintenance-wise. Like, you can see brakes were done. A lot of stuff was done the last 20,000-30,000 miles on this car. So a really well-serviced automobile. Really well serviced. See if we can find a little bit of shade here so we can check out the interior a little better. Let's see, that should be pretty good right there. Open up the hood. Open up the back, shut it down. Keys right there. One thing that's kind of cool about the Mercedes, and I always forget to mention it as I try to open the hood with one hand, which is a little bit of a challenge. One thing I always forget to mention about these cars is that the motor is regular, old school way, facing forward, not transverse like most of the cars these days. You guys know how much I love the ABS system up there. So just a nice running motor. Really clean engine compartment, as you guys can see as well. Let's check out the back there. Now, before I forget to mention, the rear seats do fold down. So if you had to run to Home Depot and grab some wood, whatever it may be, definitely going to have enough room back there for all that stuff. And it also has the privacy shade there as well that you pull back, and it will cover this whole rear area so nobody will know what's in there. Now, so this car has the third seat. As you guys can see, the interior is not perfect on this car. Somebody had a dog. There's still some dogs here. I got as much as I was willing to get out of it. It's not perfect. Can you make it perfect if you decide you want to spend more time on it? I can only spend so much time on each car. So this one's as perfect as I am going to make it. Now, this little thingamajig is broken here. I just pull this and give it a pull up right there. So that's the third seat. Let me see if I can open this up and show you guys a little better here. Let's see if we can open it up. There's the third seat there as well. And it all folds up and everything else. So, not going to set it up perfectly right now. So, but it does have the third seat. And if I remember correctly, the third seat's pretty rare in these cars. Now let's check out the interior here. The interior is nice, except this beautiful front seat. But otherwise, the interior is in really good condition. The console, all that stuff, all the wood trim is in great condition. I love the wood trim on them. Just love the contrast, especially with the black with the wood. Gorgeous. Even the steering wheel, all the buttons, everything's in really nice condition on this car, except this wonderful driver's seat. So it does have some wear on the upper bolster, on the upper piece here, but down below it's worn out pretty good. You could probably buy new seat covers on eBay. I know they sell them for the newer Mercedes E-Classes because the lower cushions come apart all the time. That's one reason I haven't had one. Every one I look at, the interiors are torn up. Just not a well-built car anymore. Door panel is in very nice condition, as you guys can see. Rear seat's nice as well. Rear door panel is very nice. It does have a little mark right there and a little mark right there as well. Backs of the seats are in great condition. It's got the extra cargo stuff right there. Little pockets in the back of the seat right there. Pretty cool, unique car. I definitely like my unique, cool cars. Pretty cool. Does have side airbags as well. I almost forgot to mention that. It's got them right there and on the doors. Really well built car. The sides are in really nice shape. The seat's in nice condition as well. This is just a nice cruiser, nice luxury car. Someone could really enjoy. Very well built cars. Even has the turn signals in the mirrors as well. Such a pretty car, it really is. Really like these, especially this car. It's a good looking car. Nothing more to say. It's just a good looking automobile. I do like all the little extra chrome accents, but I'm big into chrome anyways. So let me show you guys some marks. It's not perfect by any means. It's got some marks down there. Where else does it have some marks? You can see how bright the paint is on the hood. I'm pretty sure this car has all original paint throughout. That's a mark there. It's all wax. This side's actually in really nice condition. This lower rocker molded does have a crack right there, as you can see. There's a tiny little mark right there. A couple tiny marks there. A couple scuffs there. Rear bumper's not perfect by any means of the imagination. It does have some wax in this car. Detail guy. So the top of the bumper, the paint is actually faded. Don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but it is faded. There's that one little mark right there, and the top of the tailgate has that mark as well. I'm pretty sure this was the original selling dealer at the time. All the lights, all the trim, they're in great condition. Some more scuffs in that rear bumper. Little rust bubble right there. It's kind of weird. The roof itself is in perfect shape. Rear quarters is very nice. The only fault right there, you got a dent in that door right there. We also got a couple of marks right there. Trying not to miss anything here. But yeah, you can definitely see the dent in that door. It's not crazy, but it's there. I don't know if that's just dirt right there. I think that's just dirt. And a couple paint chips there. So overall, the car is actually in really nice condition. Just a good looking automobile. So guys, let's wrap it up with this beautiful Mercedes-Benz. Again, it's a 2005 E320 4Matic all-wheel drive. It is just a really nice car. It does have the power steering wheel, as I mentioned. I will be asking $29.95 for this beautiful automobile. My name is George Walker. Give me a call. My direct line is 590-0014. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching my videos.